From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
On the show tonight, the mystery deepens. Has Imran Khan been killed? Questions of Asim Munir, not just from within Pakistan but across the world. At 9 o'clock tonight, some stunning, staggering GDP growth numbers, stunning global markets, and the rewriting of the economic expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, has Imran Khan been killed? Has he been assassinated? Is there a plan to poison him? How is Imran Khan? Is Asim Munir hatched an evil plot to eliminate Imran Khan because he sees him as a potential threat for the future? As of now, nobody knows where Imran Khan is. Viewers, let me start with a very simple question tonight. Which country in the world blocks one of its own chief ministers from meeting his own party leader 8 times? And you know the answer, you know exactly which country I'm talking about. It is Pakistan, an absolute uncontrollable situation of panic amidst reports about the possible assassination of Imran Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, the UN is also talking about it. The UN deputy spokesperson has said, we have called for his human rights and due process rights to be respected. So the United Nations is already stepping in, but we still don't know whether Imran Khan is alive or whether this intervention is too late. There are political protests. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi, top leaders continue with their sit-in protest outside the jail where he is believed to have been kept. But there are reports that he's been moved out of the jail. Midnight protesters outside Adiala Jail in Pakistan demanding access to Imran Khan. Protesters chanting, every Pakistani is Imran Khan. There is a plea in the High Court. Imran Khan's sister Alima Khan, along with the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi, the entire legal team have arrived at the Islamabad High Court. They are filing pleas, just let us meet him once. We don't know whether Imran Khan is dead or whether he's alive. The KPK Chief Minister Sohail Afridi has said that despite court orders and despite informing the Prime Minister, the Chief Executive of a province is not being allowed to meet his leader, Imran Khan. All of this amidst reports that he could have been already killed. We hope not. We hope not, ladies and gentlemen, but it's Pakistan, a barbaric country. Anything can happen there. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the Chief Justice is hiding in his chamber. Afridi says the proceeding was held for only half an hour. After that, the Chief Justice went to the chamber. Officials came to us and told us the Chief Justice doesn't want to meet us. A Chief Justice refusing to confirm or help when possibly a former Prime Minister has been killed or will be killed. This is the situation in Pakistan, where you have a military dictator with more powers than the North Korean dictator. There is UN intervention. A Chief Justice is hiding. There are unending protests. A ruling province is revolting. There is a warning of an overnight regime change in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And viewers, as of tonight, as I prepare to bring you our next news report on this, update you on all that has happened, we cannot confirm whether Asim Munir has overplayed his hand by assassinating Imran Khan.
Pakistan stands on knife's edge. Rumours of Imran Khan's death have triggered a political earthquake. Rumours of Imran Khan's death have triggered a political earthquake.
शर्म नहीं आती है ये इस किस्म की बात कर रहे हैं? याद रखेंगे जो बोल रहे हैं। इमरान खान के बाल को भी इन्होंने नुकसान पहुंचाया। मैं आपको ये बता दूं, जरा पाकिस्तानियों से बाहर निकल के पूछ लें, इनमें से कोई नहीं बचेगा।
Fury has spilled onto the streets. Leading the charge, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi, flanked by PTI MPs, ministers and supporters, staging a continuous sit-in.
सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में.
The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa CM says that he has exhausted every legal path to meet Imran Khan.
दफा मैं गया हूं और मेरी मुलाकात जो है मेरे लीडर से नहीं करवाई गई, हत्ता कि मेरा पासपोर्ट ब्लॉक कर दिया और वहां पर जो है पाकिस्तानी एयरफोर्स के जहाज जो है एक वज़ीर आला को यहां से उधर लेकर जा रहे हैं. तो ये इम्तियाजी सलूक नहीं होना चाहिए और इसमें जो है आप दूरियां पैदा कर रहे हैं. आप जो है ऐसे कारनामे कर रहे हैं जिससे जो है नफरतें बढ़ रही हैं और दूरियां भी बढ़ रही हैं.
Afridi says every constitutional door has now been slammed shut for PTI and peaceful protest is their last democratic option. The UN has now reacted, warning and calling for Khan's rights to be protected. Tonight, as Alima raises the alarm, as PTI says that they are being stonewalled by courts and the establishment, as the UN steps in, one question hangs over Islamabad. Is Imran Khan dead or alive?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight General G.D. Bakshi is with us, Samarpal Toor is with us, and Rohan Gupta, the spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. This is now becoming an international situation because Raja Faisal is joining us from Islamabad and Major Nadeem is joining us from Islamabad. Even the United Nations has stepped in right now and is concerned that Imran Khan can be killed or that has been assassinated. But most importantly, everything's been blocked. Nobody's been allowed to move inside. The Chief Justice has gone into his chamber. He is refusing to meet, which means something people worry may already have happened. Now people are saying, Raja, that maybe he's been killed. And it will be very unfortunate if people like you, if Pakistanis like you are going to pretend to be dumb and deaf and deaf as your former cricket captain and prime minister faces a life threat, or maybe he's been eliminated like others before him. This is a matter of concern. It's not a question of an Indian news network raising this question. It is a question which is being asked globally now.
And this is the question that must be asked, of course. And when it comes to Pakistan, Pakistan as a state is, of course, behaving appropriately in terms that Imran Khan, he has been kept in the jail. There are cases against him, and due to them cases, he's inside. And of course, there are people who have high concerns about him being in the jail and they want him out. CM KPK is, of course, including them. And of course, when we talk about the family, the sisters of Imran Khan, they are very curious to know whereabouts of Imran. And overall, when we talk about the Pakistan's government, they have a stance and they say that we are not letting anybody meet with Imran Khan only because of one reason, that if somebody comes back, then they start tweeting. And once they start tweeting, it actually creates a chaos. And that's why they are trying to avoid it. Overall, Pakistan is behaving appropriately. Nothing has happened to Imran Khan. And everyone is mature enough to know that if something happens to Imran Khan, there will be chaos.
If they try to kill Imran Khan, or if they have already killed Imran Khan, and if Munir thinks, 1 minute, but Munir has got himself judicial immunity on all aspects, which means even if he kills, or even if someone alleges that after becoming the military dictator that he kills him, you actually cannot start an illegal process against Munir. So he has protected himself against any eventuality of Imran Khan's assassination.
That's a very interesting cross question, and I would answer to it in this way: that when a leader like Imran Khan, if something happens to him, I think everyone understands that masses follow him, and if masses are following him, then nobody would be waiting for the constitution or waiting for the judiciary to take the action. People would take action by themselves. So everyone is mature enough to understand that, and I think powerful corridors of the Pakistan, they are, of course, they know all of these facts on ground, and that's why nothing can.
So, but
can
an unelected military dictator kill, assassinate the leader of the largest party in the most recent elections because he considers him a threat? Now, you may say this is not a possibility, but you are also aware that these things happen in Pakistan and have happened in the past.
Under the Constitution of Pakistan, Chief of the Army Staff gets selected from given names, 4 to 5 names. They go to Prime Minister and Prime Minister selects it. So of course, when we talk about Field Marshal Sayyid Asim Munir, he was 3 years ago selected by the current Prime Minister. Of course, he was Prime Minister at that time, and then he was elected again. But the Chief of the Army Staff was selected at that time. So I just wanted to clear it that he was someone who was actually selected amongst his fellow officers.
No, I think it's a matter of concern. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to also share with everyone, a lot of people from Pakistan are saying to us, Rohan, that we are not getting any news from our Pakistani media networks. We are worried that our former Prime Minister has been killed, which is why the meetings for his family have been cancelled and his family members are being beaten up. And there is a media blackout. If anyone covers news about Imran Khan, then there is immediate intervention. Geo News is not covering, ARY News is not covering, PTV is not covering. There is zero coverage. Even YouTubers are not covering. Only some loyal supporters of PTI are still questioning. So what is the concern from our perspective, Rohan, that you would like to share with the Pakistanis?
See, basically, since you cannot change your neighbors, obviously it's a matter of concern for us. And Pakistan, we know that it's a nuclear state. And the kind of situation Pakistan currently is very, very dangerous. And Munir, from the time he removed Imran Khan, there was a strong anger against Pakistan army in Pakistan for the first time. Then he orchestrated this Pahalgam incident to divert the attention. But after situation is normal in Pakistan, his situation was really, really bad in minds of people of Pakistan. So, and he can go to any extent to save his power. He's an insecure man. He's a coward military chief. So yes, you never know what he can go up to. But at the end of the day, since we are the neighbor of Pakistan, it's a matter of our concern. And we have to watch it very, very closely. And you never know that if Pakistan is टुकड़े की जो बात है, 5 टुकड़े में पाकिस्तान बढ़ सकता है, वो सिचुएशन मुझे दिख रही है.
There's also news about the physical torture of Imran Khan that his family has spoken about. Samar, General Bakshi, that Asim Munir has organized physical torture for him. And because he has fallen very sick after the physical torture...
Army has nothing to do with this. Army has nothing to do with this.
Well, I mean, Army has everything to do with what's going
on. He was convicted by the court.
Yeah, just one. Now, Major Nadeem, 1 minute. Okay, Major Nadeem. Major Samarpal Toor is making a point. Yes, Samar.
If you are so sure that he's fine, then why is the government putting its foot on the axe? Why are you making the situation worse by not letting him give a 60-second recorded message to the public? Why are you making the PTI supporters accumulate even more and create a lawless situation? Why?
Why should?
If you claim everything is normal, आप लोगों को क्यों इकट्ठा होने दे रहे हो सड़कों पे?
No relief.
आपके पास जवाब नहीं है.
No relief by force. They are asking relief. They want to meet by force. It cannot happen with force. There are 5 points which I can give you the indicators that he's alive. Number 1, he's getting food from his home. He is getting food.
That does not guarantee he is alive.
Number two.
Seeing is believing. अगर मैं कोई चिट्ठी भेज दूं इमरान खान को जेल में, that doesn't imply he is alive. Please don't give hypothetical answers.
Administration officially issued a press release. Number two. Number three. Why should they kill? He is under custody since last 2.5 years, and he is not.
What is stopping the Pakistan government from not letting his family members meet?
Why should we hurt him? Why should we give him the sympathy of the people? He is detained since last 2.5 years. He's there.
But his sisters have the right to meet him. His sisters have the right to meet him. वो तो basic right है. Lawyer has the right to meet him. This is a basic right. You are denying basic rights. Why?
There is some procedure. They have to follow the procedure. They cannot come by force.
Sir, letting the lawyer meet his own client, it's a normal thing.
My fifth point was that this is the part of training of the CM KPK. This is his training, right? That he should understand that things are not done by force. You cannot get the relief from the government by force. You should request, as they have gone to the court now, this is the right choice. Now they will get the relief.
Why is the government letting things go out of control? Why are you creating this mysterious hysteria? If he is alive, tell the people.
They are asking all these things by force, and government doesn't want.
I said don't let them meet by force.
Why should?
But at least issue a public message, a public recorded message will calm down the situation. Why are you exaggerating the situation?
They have issued the press release. The official press release is on the record.
Sir, press release is a print format. Seeing is believing. People want to see him. हम देखना चाहते हैं, हम सुनना चाहते हैं, हम अखबार या प्रिंट नहीं पढ़ना चाहते.
So why don't they opt for the court? Now they have gone to the court, and let me tell you, the court definitely is considered, give them the relief to his sisters as well, and to the CM KPK also. And soon they will meet.
Or you have beaten him so bad. You have beaten him black and blue that he cannot come on the camera.
I think just a small intervention right now. Viewers, I have another breaking news input on this. That the mystery about possible assassination of Imran Khan has grown because if something happens to him, this will be an assassination.
He is not at all a threat. Why should we?
Well, he is certainly very popular, and as even Raja Faisal has said today, if Asim Munir dares to touch Imran Khan, there will be chaos in Pakistan.
I didn't use these.
There'll be chaos in Pakistan.
With PTI or any Kedi or any person in prison. Can I come in?
General Bakshi is coming in right now. General Bakshi.
Army का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है, sir.
General Bakshi,
Samar, just a minute.
General Bakshi,
Samar,
please.
just a minute.
Yes, General Bakshi.
Here, Arnab, there is...
General Bakshi, please. General Bakshi.
Wait. Arnab, there is a basic question of human rights and dignity. The Pakistani courts ordered that the relatives of Imran Khan, his lawyers, must be permitted to see him. His distraught sisters went there. They were dragged by the hair and they were beaten brutally. What is wrong with this country, man? And if for nothing else, for your own self-preservation, for peace and quiet in your own country, the common sense approach is, if there is such a furor, if there is such concern globally about what has happened to Imran Khan, and you say you are lily white and clean, all you have to do is send cameras to his cell, doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani. Show it to the world that he is fine. The fact that you are not doing that, you have persistently tried to avoid what is a common sense procedure, what is a common sense solution. It strikes the meanest intelligence. Look, there is enmity between the two men. Field Marshal Asim Munir was removed from the post of ISI by Imran Khan. If Imran Khan had his way, he would never have become the chief. There is personal enmity between the two. Now, Asim Munir waits till he gets legal immunity. He is placed above the law in Pakistan. And this whole tamasha, Arnab, please let me give you the backdrop. It started during Operation Sindoor when Air Chief Marshal Babar Sidhu was senior to Asim Munir. Asim Munir started asking him, what have you done to save the 9 terror camps? Why couldn't you save a single? Your 11 air bases have been hit. And Asim Munir was told by Babar Sidhu, hello, I happen to be senior to you. Who are you to ask me for explanation? Did you consult me? Did you consult the naval chief before you started the war with India? You did not. We were not ready. My F-16s, he told him, were under upgrade. JF-17 radars were not functioning. Out of 8 Pakistani submarines, only 2 were on duty on road, serviceable. Right? 2, now look at this, it can only happen in Pakistan. The constitution is treated like a toilet paper. Asim Munir tells his butler, Shehbaz Sharif, get on with it. Get me the 27th constitutional amendment. Field Marshal to bana diya, but I want to be senior to Babar Sidhu. So be it. He is made Chief of Defence Forces. Chief of Defence Forces. Right? He is made senior to the other 2 chiefs. He is made the sole custodian and, decision maker on nuclear weapons. That is the most dangerous thing any nuclear armed country can do. He turns his country into North Korea. Then he asks for legal immunity. The day he gets it, he gets Imran Khan murdered. This is cowardice, man. It stinks of cowardice. You wanted to have your backside covered before you went for the kill. Imran was the only opposition to him, only credible opposition to him in Pakistan. He's had him out of the way, much like on American instructions. General Ziaul Haq had Zulfikar Ali Bhutto consigned to the gallows, tortured and then hung. Despite all the mercy petitions, spare his life petitions from Saudi Arabia, Middle East countries, he had him hung. Then his daughter was assassinated, starting with the first Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan. We've had a string of assassination in Pakistan. String of assassination. And why are they after the blood of Imran Khan? They wanted him to get the hell out of the country like Nawaz Sharif. That Pathan, that son of a Pathan has said, get lost, I won't run. Maar do mujhe. So he has had him tortured, he's had him killed, and now he knows what the blowback will be from the people of Pakistan. Asim Munir's main enemy is not, repeat, not Imran Khan. It will now be the people of Pakistan. You know what were the slogans being shouted outside Adiala Jail?
Yeah.
Dekhna hai zor kitna bazuwe katil mein hai. You know who said that, madam? You know who said that? Shahid-e-Azam Bhagat Singh of the joint India-Pakistan when they were fighting against the British Empire. The problem with the Pakistani army is they love bootlicking the British and the whites and the Anglo-Saxons. When the British went, they've hung on to the coattails of Donald Trump. Donald Trump told them to deliver Bagram. And he said, watch me, I'll bomb the daylights out of Afghanistan. You got it back from the Afghans. Imran Khan is a Pathan. Touch him. Touch him. And see what happens to you and to your Punjabi Pashtun alignment and fault line. Touch him and just see. If you guys have a death wish, it's your choice. It's your choice. But the strongest fault line in Pakistan is not so much the Baluch Punjabi fault line as it is the Pashtun Punjabi fault line. And Imran Khan is a Pathan. Imran Khan is a Pathan. That is why he's been singled out. That is why he has been tortured. That is why all kind of indignities have been heaped upon his family. Would you like to be, madam, dragged by your hair and kicked?
Oh, God.
Would you like it?
Terrible, terrible.
Would you like it?
She supports it. She supports it.
I would like it.
She supports it.
I would not like it. I would be outraged if somebody dragged you by your hair,
and I think it's time
kicked you and beat you up because you wanted to see your brother.
Asim Munir,
Because you wanted to see your brother.
Are so
would you like to be dragged by your hair?
He
Like
is
that
giving you
71-year-old sister of Imran Khan.
Of course, it's understandable.
71-year-old sister.
Crushing defeat
Is it a crime for a sister
on you by
to want to see her brother?
Is enough.
It's a crime in Pakistan.
It was enough to kill you people, and it can happen again and again.
It is a crime in Pakistan for a sister who asks to see her brother, for which she can be dragged by her hair, for which she can be beaten and kicked and thrown behind the bars. Would you like it to happen to you? Beta, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. You are almost my granddaughter's age.
Great.
No, she's not.
Would you like to be dragged by your hair?
Is acknowledging.
Would you like to be kicked and beaten and punched by male guards? Would you like to be thrown behind the bars because you asked
everybody acknowledges
to see
the
your brother?
superiority of Pakistan. Everybody. If you have muted my, mic, that shows that you're scared even of a little innocent woman from Pakistan. You can't even face a woman
we
from
are
Pakistan.
trying to tell
you keep muting
that you could be next in Pakistan. Asim Munir has got immunity. Legal immunity. He's above the law. Tomorrow you get on his wrong side, he could have you dragged by your hair, kicked and beaten publicly by male cops,
finished, absolutely.
and then thrown behind the bar. And there would be none to speak up for you,
totally finished.
Except perhaps the Indians. We have some decency left. We don't like to see women being ill-treated.
I just like to add here. I'd like to add here. It's very concerning, Uzma, that today the situation in Rawalpindi is out of hand. The PTI is going unheard at every captured institution in Pakistan. And out of frustration, KPK Chief Minister Sohail Afridi has given a dire call when he said, we urge all of the judges, all of the judicial officials, that the whole of Pakistan is watching you. And we have seen in the past that regime change operations happen overnight. There is a growing concern about what is happening. Also because, and it is your choice today, Raja, if you choose to not hear me, but the blocking of the passport of the KPK Chief Minister, they blocked his passport. Why did they block the passport of the Chief Minister of KPK? Some plan is going on. 1 minute. Some plan is going on. Either Rohan, they have killed Imran Khan, or they have a plan to assassinate him and handle the post-assassination situation. Because otherwise there can be no such blackout. Uzma, are you hearing me? Uzma?
My mic. That's what you do because you're cowards. You're all cowards.
I have not blocked your mic at all. You can be heard loud and clear. Every word that you're saying makes no sense, but I'm still letting your audio go through.
He has sent you all to hell. He has.
You are behaving like a typical
we are so
inbred
proud
Pakistani.
One minute, Samar, don't react. Don't react.
Now the whole world recognizes Pakistan as the regional power.
Okay, I have some breaking news to share with you, Uzma. Uzma, some breaking news has come in. I want to share with all of you. Some very important breaking news for Pakistan, please. Some breaking news.
You are so frustrated that you have become the B team of Imran Khan. You have become the B team of Imran Khan's family because you are all your
behaving like an inbred Pakistani. You are sounding very defensive.
You people live in Gaga land.
Inbred Pakistani. Are you born out of us,
no clue what is happening in Pakistan.
Because this is how you're talking.
You are cowards.
When gentlemen give you respect, you don't like it.
Report.
And let me tell you, the way you're looking, you have the aura of people seen in Hira Mandi.
Look what you do to your Dalits.
None of all those conversations, some are not appropriate. I just wish to say tonight, I wish to only say tonight that Major Nadeem,
you people have no legs to stand on. You have absolutely no legs to stand on. You can just wallow in your defeat. You can cry in your defeat, and this defeat will be inflicted on you again and again and again.
The gentleman is requesting you to kindly listen.
He has given you sleepless nights.
The anchor is asking you to kindly listen. आप सुने, अभी बोलने की बारी नहीं है. अभी आप सुने. Please learn how you have to conduct yourself on TV.
Gone down the drain.
Ma'am, please don't behave like an inbred Pakistani.
India is finished.
We've seen enough proof. Thank you. You worry about Imran Khan. Don't act dumb.
I have a bit of breaking news to share with everyone. This is of interest to Major Nadeem. Major Nadeem and Raja Faisal. Now, all of this is happening at a very interesting time. If Uzma can be now. I just wish to say one thing. See, Major Nadeem and Raja, time for fun and games are over. You must realize what has happened in your country. He was going to retire, so he carried out the Pahalgam terrorist attack, and then after India hit back between 7th and 10th, he created a sense of nervousness, saying that to handle the emerging geostrategic threats to Pakistan, he needs to be empowered. He got empowered. He tried to build bridges and took on a foreign policy role, gave up the uniform for a while, started wearing a suit, took a suitcase to Trump, metaphorically and really. But the reality is that if I were to ask anyone tonight, in military terms, ask any military expert, Rohan and GDP can be in this part, that what is the way in which the world sees Operation Sindoor, I have something to share. Now, this is breaking news now, viewers. I want to carry this as breaking news. India's military performance during Operation Sindoor and the attacks on Pakistan have been acknowledged by the Lowy Institute's Asia Power Index, which is the highest ranked index for military supremacy. And India has reached a major power status, and now there are 3 major militaries in the world according to strength and power projection. According to the Lowy Institute's Power Index 2025, the US, China and India are the 3 major military formations in the world. Now these Neanderthals in Pakistan don't understand things like this. For them, they've got this prehistoric army with their unfit generals. You see, Rohan, General Bakshi, can Uzma stop shouting? Can I get the windows made right? Why did it take so much time? Raja, India being ranked as one of the leading major powers in the world militarily, along with US and China. And the gap between the top three, I'm just saying, I'm giving you the breaking news. You people can decide how to respond. General Bakshi, there are 3 major military powers in the world, China, India and America. And then the gap is too wide. to even be noticed. Now, this has come out in the, this has just come out, breaking news by the Lowy Institute's Power Index 2025.
It's a surprise for General Bakshi also.
Anyway,
where is Russia?
No, it's not a surprise for him, Major. It's not a surprise for him. General Bakshi, you want to respond to these people because it is in this backdrop that Munir needs to quickly cover his tracks. And before the next attack by India, eliminate Imran Khan so he can't be questioned. And I truly believe he's probably killed Imran Khan. It is entirely possibility he's done that. And the pressure is going to grow on him in a big way. General Bakshi.
I'd like to point out to these gentlemen, especially this young boy of a major who here, I don't know how much of combat he's seen, if at all. If at all, right? I am trying to tell you, please read the works of Tom Cooper. He is an Austrian military aviation expert. Please read the works of Colonel John of the Washington, of the West Point Urban Warfare Institute in the Institute for the Study of War, right? Please see Ladwig's report in the Royal United Services Institution. I hope you do some professional reading, boy. I hope you do some professional reading. Major Nadeem, I'm addressing you.
Yes, sir.
I hope you do some professional military reading, apart from just showing your pearl white teeth.
Major Nadeem!
You know, apart from showing your pearl white teeth and treating everything like a joke. This is not a comedy show.
Forget about the
This is a serious channel.
He just tell me how come India is
I would
above
like you
Russia.
to at least come prepared as a military
I
professional
am very
before
well prepared.
you open
You can
your
talk
mouth.
to me about any war.
General Bakshi! General Bakshi, did you hear General Bakshi? He's asking you tonight. Boy, did you hear me?
We don't.
Boy, have you heard me? He said.
We don't want a cheerleader.
I am just asking him to talk sense. Okay, this is nonsense that India is come above, over and above than the Russia. Sir General Bakshi, you very well know this, that you are not above Russian military forces. At least कम से कम आप अपने आप को रशिया से एक स्टेप नीचे ले आए, चौथे पांचवें तो उसको बोले कि तुमने
रशिया के लोग are deeply impressed by the way we have handled their S-400s better than they have in Ukraine. All right?
God.
They want to learn a few lessons from us. Okay, boy. तुम्हारी किस्मत अच्छी थी कि तुम बच गए. तुम अपने आका डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के पांव पकड़ने गए थे. इस बार
General Bakshi, louder, General Bakshi.
इस बार वो भी नहीं बचाएगा. Boy, you better read your profession, यार. तू चिल्लाता ज्यादा है, तू पढ़ता कम है. तू चिल्लाता ज्यादा है, तू पढ़ता कम है. तूने आज तक हमें अपनी रेजिमेंट नहीं बताई. हर कोई फौजी अफसर अपनी रेजिमेंट के ऊपर बहुत फख्र करता है, लेकिन तू पहला इन्फेंटेरियन है. यू क्लेम टू बी एन इन्फेंटेरियन. अबे तू पहला इन्फेंटेरियन है जो मैंने सुना है. बॉय, जो मैंने सुना है कि साहब मेरे अपनी रेजिमेंट का नाम नहीं लेना चाहता, वो सीक्रेट है. अबे व्हाट आर यू? यू सीम टू बी फ्रॉम द आर्मी रिमाउंटेड वेटनरी कोर. अच्छा, जो देखते हैं और कुत्ते जो पालते हैं, ठीक है?
मैं आपको अपनी
थोड़ा पढ़ के आया कर प्लीज, बिकॉज यू वेस्ट आवर टाइम. यार तू हमारा टाइम वेस्ट करता है फौजियों का, क्योंकि तू पढ़ के नहीं आता. तू स्टडी नहीं करता अपना प्रोफेशन. तू यहाँ पे आके चीयर लीडर बनता है, वो भी मुल्ला मुनीर का. वो भी मुल्ला मुनीर का. तेरी तो अब नौकरी को भी कोई फायदा नहीं होगा उसका. It's too late. It's too late. I know bootlicking is a habit in your army, but थोड़ा देर हो गई है तेरे bootlicking का. कोई तेरे को फायदा नहीं होगा. कोई तेरे कभी कम से कम सच बोलना सीख ले.
Okay.
मैं तेरे को बता रहा हूँ कि कल तू नाराज कर देता है आसिम मुनीर को, वो तेरे को पकड़ के जेल में डाल के पिटवाएगा, उल्टा टंगवाएगा, मिर्ची गलत जगह डालेगा. ठीक है? मिर्ची गलत जगह डालेगा, तू कोर्ट नहीं जा पाएगा. तेरे को मालूम है तेरे मुल्क में हुआ क्या है?
फौज के अलावा
अबे तेरे को मालूम है तेरे मुल्क में हुआ क्या है? ऑल रूल ऑफ लॉ खलास।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम दुनिया में 7वें नंबर पे खड़े मिलिट्री पावर।
और तू फौजियों के साथ भारत के हिंदुस्तान के बातें करने आता है, जबान लड़ाने आता है, पढ़ के आया था।
Well done, General Bakshi has given it back nicely to the Pakistanis because I think he's fed up. And he's fed up. I would say well done to General Bakshi for putting Major in his place tonight. I suspect that the Major was working. Mujhe lagta hai Major is from the veterinary corps. He's from the veterinary corps. He's
सबक सिखाएगा दोबारा
in our country it is an
चाय वाले को पकड़ो
बिटिया as far as you are concerned
Uzma also
एक बहुत जाति सवाल पूछूंगा
Uzma
जाति सवाल क्या आप चाहोगी कि आपको आपके बालों से घसीट कर लाते मारी जाए? ये कर रहे हैं पाकिस्तान के लोग इमरान खान की बहनों से। आज वहाँ हो रहा है उसकी बहन के साथ हो रहा है। कल बेटा खुदा ना खास्ता तेरे साथ ऐसा जुल्म ना हो, हमें बुरा लगेगा, हमें दुख होगा।
Okay, now viewers, I am joined by Abdul Samad Yaqub, who is a very worried man today, because Rohan Gupta is also there. Okay, Rohan, I'll put Rohan, Raja, Uzma and Major Nadeem on the program. Rohan, 1 minute. Now, Abdul Samad Yaqub for a minute. We'll give Uzma a break. Now, I want to go to Abdul Samad Yaqub. Abdul Samad Yaqub, the number of reports that are now being credited to sources, which are saying that Imran Khan has been assassinated and has been killed, and the decision of the government is to maintain a no reaction mode for 1 month while they handle the political aspect which may follow. Their feeling is among the Pakistani military establishment that even if the information is coming out that he has been assassinated, then his body has to be taken somewhere else. His last rites have to be conducted, his family has to be handled, and the situation in KPK has to also be sorted out, and that is why they will maintain a no reaction stance while refusing to confirm or deny that he is alive or dead. This is now the reality. Now it is no longer therefore a question of a TV debate. We are dealing potentially with a very dangerous and explosive situation where a person who was the cricket captain of Pakistan, leader of the largest party in Pakistan, who won the last elections with 91 plus legislators, and who is today by far the most individually popular leader of Pakistan, could have been killed. And all this is happening within days of complete legal scrutiny. There are a lot of reports of his death, and people have said that he has been already subjected to unverified risks like solitary confinement, or he has been transferred to a death cell. A death cell. And his son has also come out. His son has also come out, and which son will not speak out for his father? Rohan, it's a very serious situation. His son's statement is very important. PTI has said, and the death cell recommendation for him has made his family almost panic now. So this is not a laughing matter anymore. I think that, Rohan.
It's a...
Rohan, what do you think?
Absolutely. If you see, it's a very dangerous situation, very explosive situation. And while on the show, I was going through Twitter. I could see the post-mortem report. I don't know whether it is right or wrong. But fingers crossed, it's a very, very dangerous situation. And being their neighbor, we have to be very, very careful. Because Munir will go to any extent to save his power. He's a coward man. He knew that after Operation Pahalgam, there was a backlash in Pakistan.
Yes.
He tried to control that, but the way Imran Khan's popularity was increasing, he had no option. So he can go to any extent, and maybe this is his last effort to protect his power. But I think this is going to boomerang on him. the way Pakistan is completely divided, the way he is trying to sell country's economy. I think there is tremendous anger against Munir within the people of Pakistan, winning the military rank also, the way he became the chief of defense staff. So I see a dangerous situation. As India, we have to be very, very careful and vigilant.
The possible assassination of...
Thank you very much. And Arnab, let me...
No, I think it has become your responsibility also, Raja, to speak up. If all of you people in Pakistan have decided that you are all going to be collective cowards, a country of cowards, that none of you will open your mouth. If Imran Khan is assassinated, you see, this is making you a mockery. The enforced disappearance of the enforced disappearance, you're not concerned today that there is no confirmation that he's alive? It does not matter to you?
There is confirmation that he is alive.
Where? Where have you got a I have not got. No media has got.
Couple of times. In this year, there were twice it happened in
Why
this
can't
year.
you release a video?
Yeah, release a video, release a statement, release a picture.
With me when I say previously.
No. Why don't you release a video, a picture, a statement?
These kind of concerns.
Yeah, Rohan is saying something. Rohan is ruling party BJP spokesperson. He's saying something to you. Rohan, बताइए इनको.
It's a very simple question.
And he was all fine.
आप बताइए ना, एक छोटा क्लिप क्यों रिलीज नहीं कर रहे हैं? किस चीज का डर लग रहा है आपको? एक फोटो रिलीज करिए, एक वीडियो रिलीज करिए, स्टेटमेंट रिलीज करिए. क्या तकलीफ है आपको? आप यहाँ पे आके बता रहे कि he's alive because you are scared. आप बताइए ना. नहीं, आप
चुप हो जाइए.
मैं सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ, उसका जवाब दीजिए. मैं चुप हो जाऊंगा. नहीं, मुझे सिंपल बताइए मुनीर भाई. नहीं, मैं बोल नहीं रहा हूं. मैं
राजा फैसल
आप यहाँ पे कब से डिफेंड कर रहे हैं कि नहीं वो जिंदा है? आप कर रहे हैं. आप बताइए. हाँ, यस मिस्टर राजा, आप बताइए कि वो जिंदा है. तो एक छोटी सी क्लिप रिलीज करने में आपको क्या आपत्ति है?
आज तो जनरल बख्शी फुल फॉर्म में थे, उन्होंने किसी को बोलने नहीं दिया.
बोलिए ना.
तो आज तो जनरल बख्शी जो है वो इतनी फॉर्म में थे, उन्होंने किसी को बोलने नहीं दिया.
ये फॉर्म वाली बात नहीं है. इट इज अबाउट द पॉसिबल assassination of Imran Khan. I think Abdul Samad Yaqub, for you want to joke about it, but I think today, no, I think I would like
highlighted that something has happened to Imran Khan previously. Of course, both of the
Abdul Samadji, would you like to say something, sir? Abdul Samadji, would you like to say something, sir? Abdul Samad, Raja, Uzma, and Rohan.
At the moment, no news about Imran Khan can be verified or can totally be denied. I mean, nor it can be denied completely, because the last person was the Noreen Appa, who met Imran Khan on the 4th of the November. Onwards, there is no news. So currently, I am observing unusual pattern. Normally, when an Indian media or Arnab talks about anything what happens in Pakistan, the set pattern is that the ISPR back or sponsors, sources, or their spokespersons or covered spokespersons come to counter the narrative which is built by or discussed by Indian media. But at this time, it could be simply refuted. It could be they could have a counter narrative by releasing the picture of Imran Khan, or by allowing anyone, any of the family member who could get the access to meet Imran Khan. But यहाँ पे simply सिर्फ एक ही बात हो रही है कि when we ask where is Imran Khan, वो उज़मा को हम पर छोड़ देते हैं, वो टाउ टाउ करते हुए आ जाती है. और भाई हमें उज़मा को नहीं देखना, हमने ये पूछना है कि भाई इमरान खान किधर है. वो अपनी वो लेके वो आ जाते हैं. और भाई सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. Everybody is concerned, and the growing concerns is where is Imran Khan? Is he alive? Has he been replaced to or relocated to other place or other jail or because
enjoying his life?
We were told that he would be sent to the.
Arnab, I think you people should mind your own business. You should mind your own business, and you should set your own house in order. Set your own house in order. You are killing people right and center in India. You are violating human rights.
Let me tell you,
and you have no business interfering in our internal affairs.
क्या आप इमरान खान को ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगी उस 5 स्टार जेल में?
or any dictatorship.
How much time?
Nothing but cock and
How much time?
उसकी बहनों जैसे अपने बालों से ड्रैग होते
नहीं, Abdul Samad, 7 minutes. Abdul Samad, she is saying tonight that Imran Khan is enjoying life in a 5-star jail.
be able to see that.
Abdul Samad.
जो इन्होंने हाल किया, जो इन्होंने the way they treated Imran Khan sister, हम जब पावर में आएंगे उज़मा का उससे बुरा हाल करेंगे. उज़मा को उसकी ये सारी जो इसको जेल में भी डालेंगे, इसको सिमिलर ट्रीटमेंट इसके साथ करेंगे. ये उज़मा को बताएंगे कि जेल में वीआईपी जेल कैसे होती है. ये उज़मा को जो लाइफ इम्प्रिजमेंट होगी उसमें पता चल जाएगा उज़मा को कि किस तरीके से जेल के खाने खाए जाते हैं. ये फिक्र ना करो, थोड़ा टाइम रह गया. ये थोड़ा टाइम रह गया तुम्हारा, तुम एंजॉय कर लो.
मैडम आप कह रही हैं.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to close tonight. A matter of concern. We don't know whether for a whole week we've been asking the question, and Pakistan is asking the question as well. Is Imran Khan dead or alive? All we are hearing is no comments. Huge growth beyond expectations. When I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात. वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है. अरे मेरे राजा, सबका राजा और मसाला.
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may intervene in a potential conflict, viewing it as a threat to its own stability. China condemned this as meddling, issuing strong warnings and summoning diplomats. This conflict started when Japan's newly appointed Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, issued a direct warning to China during a session of the country's parliament. She stated that a conflict in the Taiwan Strait could represent a survival-threatening situation for Japan, implying that Tokyo might need to intervene militarily to protect its interests. This marked a bold escalation in Japan's stance on the Taiwan issue, signaling readiness to support Taiwan against potential Chinese action. Takaichi's comments, delivered amid rising regional tensions, prompted an immediate and sharp rebuke from Beijing, highlighting the fragile balance in East Asia and the risk of broader confrontation.
The remarks made by the Japanese leader on Taiwan constitute an interference in China's internal affairs and a serious violation of the One China principle and the basic norms governing international relations. Such words are extremely irresponsible and dangerous in nature and have caused very negative impact.
Taiwan is an island of 23 million people situated about 100 miles off China's southeast coast. China regards it as a breakaway province under the One China principle, insisting that other countries acknowledge this and avoid treating Taiwan as a sovereign state. Taiwan, however, maintains its own government, conducts elections, and runs an independent economy, a setup rooted in 1949 when China's civil war concluded.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध, MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो.
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता. Tata AIG Health Insurance. With you like family. With you always.
So in the past, we would see most of the terrorists who would get arrested, they would be like the people who would be working at a very low level. But today we have seen the white collar suspect.
कश्मीर घाटी में डॉक्टर्स एक बहुत अल्टीमेट ड्रीम होता है वहां के लड़के लड़कियों का. उस बनने के बावजूद अगर आप रेडिकलाइज होकर अपने ही देशवासियों को मारने के लिए और अपने देश को तोड़ने के लिए तैयार हो सकते हैं, तो आप अंदाजा लगाइए किस तरह की रेडिकलाइजेशन हो रही है और इस फ्रंट पे हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं.
Investigators have identified Maulvi Irfan Wagha, also known as Imam Irfan, from Shopian in South Kashmir, as the mastermind who blended his dual identity, that of a preacher and healthcare worker, to influence and radicalize the educated youth.
The accusation against him is completely baseless. He had been there for 7 years, offering prayers, conducting religious classes, and teaching children at the religious center. He would come only occasionally.
We had no idea about the allegations against him, but we don't believe them. He is a good person. We don't know anything else.
According to the ongoing investigation, Maulvi used his access at GMC Srinagar and his sermons in Naugam's local mosques to identify and influence those he saw as easy targets, pushing them towards radicalization. He used social media to radicalize highly qualified professionals. During the questioning, Irfan admitted to the police that he had radicalized Dr. Muzammil Shakil, who is the key accused of Faridabad Arms Hall. According to the officials, Imam Irfan allegedly built and expanded a white-collar terror network with the help of Pak-based Jaish handler Umar bin Khattab, alias Harjula. The police found improvised explosive devices materials, electronic gadgets during raid.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Now time for the nation's sharpest opinion. A couple of months ago, who else but Rahul Gandhi said that the Indian economy is dead. Now, I have no information on where Rahul Gandhi is tonight. He could be in Bangkok, where he is very often. He could be in Colombia, which becomes almost his second residence. For some reason, he loves Colombia. He has duties in Colombia. And he is also very often in the Middle East of late. But regardless of where Rahul Gandhi is, but he's not in Bengaluru, let me assure you, solving the problem in his party. Tonight, let's put the facts on the table. Because anyone like Rahul Gandhi, who still mocks the Indian economy, either has not read the numbers or refuses to face reality, because the headline is the latest Q2 GDP data, and what do you see? You see one number, 8.2%. Not 5.6% like last year, but 8.2%. In a world struggling with slowdown, inflation, supply shocks, India is delivering 8.2%. Now, in the first half of FY 25-26, cumulatively, the Indian economy has grown at 8%. Last year, 6.1%. This is not incremental improvement. This is what I call a leap. Now let's go a deep dive and find out where this 8.2% and 8% are coming from. Secondary sector. The engine room is roaring. Manufacturing up 9.1%, construction 7.2%. These are not soft sectors. These are hard economic fundamental, which mean factory, machinery, job production and exports. Let's go deeper. Tertiary sector. The services superpower is unleashed. Overall tertiary growth 9.2%. This is financial, real estate, professional services segment growing at, hold your breath, 10.2%. 10.2%, ladies and gentlemen. That is India's confidence sector, banking, IT, legal, consulting, real estate, booming, while major economies are facing slowdown and stagnation. Now let's look at consumer confidence. Real private consumption, 7.9%. That's up from 6.4%. That is the Indian middle class buying, investing, upgrading, consuming without fear. Because they are trusting the economic climate. Because they are feeling secure in their jobs, income, and their savings. Now, inflation management-wise, I want to share some statistics with you. Nominal GDP, 8.7%. What does this mean? It means inflation is under control, and in economic terms, value addition is real, which means growth is not being inflated artificially. Ladies and gentlemen, I have recently seen a frustrated anthropologist in London who leads an anti-India lobby despite being born in India. She has given up her Indian citizenship, talking to a frustrated ex-chief economic advisor. Now, none of them are making sense to each other. Somebody sent a clip. This anthropologist doesn't know any economics, and the chief economic advisor is frustrated because he doesn't have a job right now, questioning Indian numbers. And then saying, then adding a rider, we have no facts on the basis of which to question. This is our presumption. I just want to tell these people, kindly shut up and don't put your frustration on air. What we are seeing today is a very healthy macroeconomic ecosystem, and I have been very critical of the government on several issues recently, including political issues. But let me say, as far as the economy is concerned, Rahul Gandhi, how do you say it politely to this 57-year-old political debutante, this greenhorn? I would say, shut up, Rahul Gandhi. The Indian economy is not dead. Your awareness of economics certainly is completely dead. You cannot mock the Indian economy as a matter of opinion. When you speak like that, Rahul Gandhi, the whole world realizes how ignorant you are. I will not insult you any further. The numbers prove it. Rahul Gandhi's ignorance. Now, having said that, let's debate.
Three months ago, President Donald Trump claimed India was a dead economy.
Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy.
In India, the leader of opposition parroted the West in running down the economy.
Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy. I'm glad that President Trump has stated a fact.
And even in the face of an ever-changing global economic order, amid uncertain demand-supply balance, amid Trump's tariff tantrums, the Indian economy has raced far ahead. The latest projections indicate a staggering 8.2% growth rate.
While in the first quarter it had registered a 7.8% growth rate, far ahead of expectations of the IMF. India emerging as the fastest growing economy in the world has been attributed to its growing domestic manufacturing and consumption formula. In the latest edition of Republic's India Economic Summit, Union Minister Piyush Goyal explained how he remains bullish over the performance of the Indian economy.
In the last 11 years, India has moved up from a fragile 5 to the top 5 economies with high growth, low inflation, low interest rates, high forex reserves, strong banking system. We represent macroeconomic fundamentals which are the envy of the world. Many countries sanctioned us. We witnessed difficulties in our immediate economic situation. But the country stood as one. And in a short span of 5 years thereafter, by 2004, we had moved from a 4% growth to an 8.4% growth.
With growth far exceeding estimated numbers and much to the dismay of a rattled opposition in India, Bharat's growth story is unstoppable. The world and naysayers must watch closely as India scripts a unique Atmanirbhar story.
Santosh Mehrotra, I want to start with you. Sanju Verma, welcome. Jyotsna Tirunagari, we know all of them, BJP and TDP respectively. Somnath Bharti of the Aam Aadmi Party, Pooja Mishra of the Samajwadi Party. You can both give a big smile, big smile. We're doing very well, big smile. Pooja and Somnath Bharti, we are doing very well. We must be happy when the country is doing well. We must be happy, we must not be angry. Yes, very nice, thank you. And Santosh Mehrotra, this is wonderful, isn't it? Would you like to begin by congratulating the government on these incredible figures?
I'm not so sure how incredible these numbers are. I had anticipated...
What, you want 80%?
May I explain, sir, what I was attempting to say? If you don't mind, I will appreciate your not interrupting me. If you've asked an economist to speak, then let an economist speak. So the point is that in the same quarter as your own reporter said, a year ago, the growth rate was 5.6%. So you start from a low base, and when you get good construction, manufacturing and services numbers, you're getting a base effect which is leading to the 8.2%. So that's point number one. Let's just first remind ourselves that the IMF's projection for the whole year is only 6.5%. You may rejoice at the 0.24 or whatever it is percent in the quarter. But as I just said, it is only because of the base effect. Let's just remind ourselves thirdly of the following fact, that over the period 2004 to 14, when Piyush Goyal was telling us that it was a fragile fight, the growth rate of the economy was 8%, 7.8% per annum. And for the last 11 years, the growth rate has been 5.8% per annum. I'm sorry to report that it's 2 percentage points lower than the preceding 10 years. Fourthly, let's just remind ourselves...
Louder for him and graphics. Louder for him and graphics.
Fourthly, we need to remind ourselves that quarterly growth rates are based on partial numbers, because you only get numbers for the organized sector, you don't get any numbers for the unorganized sector.
And graphics?
And the unorganized sector accounts for about at least 50% of the Indian economy, and all that the MOSPI and CSO is doing is projecting organized sector numbers onto the unorganized sector.
Can you put the 8.2 number?
Unfortunately, inflated increase, and that's what you may well you may well rejoice on. On manufacturing, let me just remind you that this government inherited a 17% contribution of manufacturing to GDP, and that has never reached that level. It is currently below 15%, and that is unfortunate, that is tragic.
It is only in India.
Manufacturing has actually fallen.
It is only in India. It is only in India that an Indian comes on the program and is extremely upset when the economy is doing well. This is only in India this happens.
I'm just telling you, as an economist,
it is only in India. What you are seeing, viewers, only happens in India. Why are you unhappy? Santosh, why are you unhappy?
I'm very happy, Professor Goswami.
I'm not a professor, I'm a practicing journalist.
Okay, so let me just remind you, I'm the professor, you are the journalist. So I'm talking.
But I'm sounding like a professor and you are sounding like some YouTuber.
You may sound full of sound and fury, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're speaking the facts.
No, I'll tell you the facts which you are not aware of, and I'm actually quite
aware of the facts.
I'll tell you, since you are speaking to the, so one minute, just wait, because he's challenged me, I have to respond 30 seconds. Since he is speaking, since he is speaking to the best informed news anchor, editor and journalist in the country.
That's what you think.
You see, everything is relative, in my view, and in the view of the viewers. In the view of the viewers of the program. Let me tell you, if it is 5.6% in the same quarter last year, and 8.2% this year, this means we have robust economic momentum given the global uncertainties. Second fact, which you want to be blind on because you are a Rahul Gandhi supporter, is that the growth...
Where you got that from? This is your assumption. You may think about...
Okay, you are a Sonia Gandhi supporter.
It's irrelevant. Don't talk
Okay, you are a Robert Vadra supporter.
Because you can't challenge me on the facts. You want to sort of now throw aspersions on who's...
I'm not making aspersions, but I'm saying that the exceptional growth, the exceptional growth is dominated by growth in the secondary and tertiary sectors, which have driven the economy to this impressive 8% expansion. Now one has to learn to be happy about these things, you know.
I'm very happy. Professor Goswami, I just want to tell you, under this government, we've added 80 million workers to agriculture.
Okay, viewers, I'll tell you, there are people, PK, just wait. I just wish a day comes. I wish a day comes when everybody in the is happy that the country is doing well.
Rajesh Mahapatra will bear me out on what I'm saying.
Sure, Rajat Mahapatra may, but you don't. Why are you looking for his endorsement? You are not confident about yourself?
No, I know. I'm perfectly confident about what I'm saying.
Anyway, Sanju is...
Because he's the only other economist on the channel, that's why I'm telling you.
Since you're also on the most fair and balanced network in the country, I'll let Sanju respond to you. Sanju.
Thank you.
Sanju.
Thank you.
Sanju, he said it's a very low base last year.
Arnab, when Mr. Mehrotra was talking, I was absolutely quiet. He doesn't like to be heckled, and I'm sure he will not heckle me either. First and foremost, many congratulations to you, Arnab, and your team on this excellent India Economic Summit.
Thank you.
And I don't know... Yes, and I don't know if it's a coincidence, but look at the stellar GDP growth number of 8.2%.
Absolutely.
I just want to say this. FY22 GDP growth 9.7%, FY23 7.6%, FY24 9.2%, FY25 provisional 6.5%, which means in the last 4 financial years, India's GDP growth has been a phenomenal 8.25% when the world is struggling to grow at even 2%. Point number 1. Point number 2, a few months back, S&P, the global rating giant, it actually upgraded India's sovereign rating for the first time after 18 years from BBB minus to BBB. The third point, India is the only economy where retail inflation is 0.25%, and yet the GDP growth is 8% plus. Be it the US, UK, Germany, France, what have you. Inflation is rising. growth is falling. In India, growth is rising and inflation is falling. The fourth and most important point, India is a services economy with services accounting for more than 58% of our GDP. And what has been the growth of the services sector? 9.2%. What has been the growth of the manufacturing sector? 9.1%. But lo and behold, look at one figure which nobody is talking about. Private final consumption expenditure, PFCE. It grew by 7.9%, which means households have enough money to spend. Their disposable incomes have been rising. Their purchasing power has been on the rise. And the full impact of next gen GST reforms will be felt in the GDP growth number of the December quarter. The September quarter, as in the quarter 2 number that we are discussing, only captured a part of the positive of GST 2.0, which was unleashed by the Modi government. The other very important point I want to make, Arnab, very quickly, and now this is for your audience, because I believe audiences understand when you break it down and you're not limited to technical jargon. Please listen to this. The world's 4th largest economy, the world's 8th largest tourist economy, the world's 2nd largest steel producer, the world's 2nd largest cement producer, the world's 4th largest automobile producer, the world's 3rd largest energy producer, after China, Japan, Switzerland, the world's 4th largest forex reserve, the world's 5th largest stock market in terms of market capitalization, with market capitalization exceeding 472 lakh crore, a country with the world's 7th largest gold reserves, the world's 2nd largest tractor manufacturer, the world's 2nd largest smartphone market. Which is this country that I'm talking of?
Okay, I'll get... okay, now...
My last point. I just want to say this to Rahul Gandhi and his minions like Jairam Ramesh.
Oh, yeah, he should really shut up now after this. You know, he should keep quiet.
Arnab, very quickly. Arnab, you know, I think the only person who can compete with me, we keep flattering ourselves, but for good reason. You don't have a single modest bone in your body, nor do I. But I want to say this, that I had written an article a few weeks back, the Indian economy is alive and kicking, and I'm very proud to say Prime Minister Modi shared it from his personal PMO handle. So anybody who's an ignoramus here, go read my article on
who are you calling an ignoramus now tonight?
Sorry?
Who are you calling an ignoramus?
I'm calling the Congress Darbari ecosystem an ignoramus.
Congress ecosystem are ignoramuses. So now I first want to bring a smile to everyone's face, because you see, only problem I have is, you see, Somnath Bharti, why are you treating it like a catastrophe? आपको देख के लग रहा है आप मातम मना रहे हैं, क्या है? We are doing so well, and you have nothing to do with the growth. You see, now look at Pooja Mishra. Look at Santosh Mehrotra. I don't know about Rajesh. Rajesh, I don't know what his view is on this, but I just know that Piyush Goyal was on our campus earlier today, and he said that, Arnab, the Congress party had glamorized poverty. We used to make movies that Indian women have to go 20 kilometers to get water. And at that time, the political fraud Indira Gandhi used to call for Garibi Hatao. She only did Garibi Badhao, and she brought in president's rule in 15 state governments. There's no need to laugh artificially. This is not a natural laugh. You're pretending to be amused. You're actually, man ke man mein you are angry.
Professor Goswami, I can correct you on the numbers in respect of poverty under Mrs. Gandhi. Anyway,
I'll talk about Mrs. Gandhi later. I find her to be a mix of Idi Amin and Pinochet, and in her political thinking, she's the worst person, big dictator. Now, anyway, Pooja and Somnath Bharti, would you like to congratulate the ruling coalition for these stunning numbers?
Yes, Arnab. Congratulations to the government for fabricating GDP so well that everyone is discussing that, okay, GDP has grown. Let's talk about the private final consumption expenditure. The BJP spokesperson pointed it out very well, like it has grown to 7.9%. But she didn't talk about what? 40 to 43% of GDP in 2025 households are debt-driven. If GDP increases on debt-driven or credit-driven, it's a fabricated GDP. It's not real growth in GDP. When you talk about why didn't even you or the BJP spokesperson didn't talk about the agriculture? Our 46% population depends on agriculture, and their growth is just 3.5%. Let's talk about the employment elasticity. There is growth in GDP, but there isn't growth in the employment elasticity.
What?
There should be growth in jobs also.
What?
Let's talk.
Where's PK gone?
Employment elasticity. Employment elasticity.
Get him back.
Can I come in on the employment bit or not?
Employment.
When you are saying that I didn't come.
1 minute, let her complete. Sanju, don't disturb. Sanju, this is not fair. Sanju, this is not fair. Please.
What is secondary? The real GDP is...
Let her complete.
Well, you well said. It depends on the secondary and the tertiary. But does it give the jobs to the rural people?
Yes.
When we are talking about the GDP, it should give the jobs to the rural people. It should increase the employment elasticity. In the ground, there is no increase in jobs. The rural people are not getting benefited. The overall citizens are not getting benefited. And we're saying that, okay, we're celebrating GDP has increased, GDP has increased. If it's credit-driven GDP, I won't call it a real GDP increase. It's just a fabricated GDP. And if you want to celebrate a GDP which is fabricated, then congratulations to you and the BJP government.
Okay, I'm getting Jyotsna in on this. I would just like to say this tonight, that anybody making fun of India's economic growth does not understand economics. This is my clear view. We are becoming a global manufacturing hub. I agree. We should make manufacturing 25% at least of our... this was the target. We have not achieved our target. I agree. Rajesh Mahapatra, and the government should do more. But does not mean that we don't look at our improvement in mobile manufacturing. We don't look at our, increase in manufacturing as a percentage of share of GDP. We don't look at merchandise exports. We don't look at, Rajesh, defense exports. We don't look at the PLI scheme, which has done well. It can do better, no doubt. And as far as unemployment figures are concerned, I want Rajesh, I mentioned him twice, Rajesh and Jyotsna. Unemployment rate is also showing a declining trend. For persons of the age 15 years and above. Now, you don't have to laugh like that. You're looking foolish when you laugh like that, Professor Mehrotra.
Stop being stupid as you usually are. And